Pink Sock Podcast, your go-to destination for a wild and unpredictable ride through the realms of music, comedy, cannabis culture, and beyond. With your host, the fearless, the irreverent, Mike Usenick, presenting eclectic, entertaining, enlightening, surprising content. Join in the fun, push boundaries, challenge conventions, explore the spectrum of human experience. We won't shy away from any topic. Entertainment, exploration, connection. Join us.
I know the club. I know the club.
All right, good evening, everyone.
I want to be ready. I want to be ready.
Oh, that was fucking amazing. How are you doing, brother?
Best opener of a podcast ever.
Guys with autism, girls with autism. If you guys missed it, that fucking was an amazing ass video. We might be watching some random videos I find online and reacting to them.
If there are any of the videos I sent you last night, then I am going to murder you in your sleep.
Oh, I'm not sending any of those.
Now, Pete, let the fan writing begin in the comments below.
Like I'm actually looking up different, like the best of like Beetlejuice on the Howard Stern show.
Oh man, I really did good grabbing popcorn for this one.
Dude, so what's going on with you? We have an event coming up.
Mm-hmm. RL Strength and Conditioning is hosting a family-friendly event July 24th at the Hidden Hill Event Center in Bel Air, Ohio. And then when the sun goes down about 7 p.m., the adult fun starts. And that's where you and me come in with the stand-up. And then there's the music. And then there's the thing. So it's going to be a hoot and a half.
It's going to be a hoot and a half, a hoot and a holler.
Oh, I'm my West Virginian showing. Sorry.
And there's also wrestling. You're going to be wrestling.
Yes, I will. I'm still working on things. My management is still working on things. Mom is still working on things. But I'm hoping to get my hands on that filthy Canadian come July 24th. Get my belt back. I'm taking this out of my beard.
Speaking of, don't talk too bad of shit on Canadians, because here in about 30 minutes, I think our lovely Pink is joining. If you talk bad about Canada too much,
she's the exception. She is the exception. She can rule Canada for all I care.
She's a badass Canadian. You know what's weird is, dude, is like the way life works, man. I think I got a friend on damn near every continent.
Interesting. I doubt any of our friends can spell continent.
Continent. I think they're incontinent. What is up, guys? Let's check the chat, see if anybody's commenting. Nobody's commented yet, but there are people watching, so I appreciate everybody watching. Go ahead and comment.
Howdy, everybody.
We are live. We are live. We don't have any guests yet planned, but we do have a comedy event. I did stand up comedy the other night.
I have a guest. It's my bag of popcorn. How are you doing, popcorn?
So I did comedy the other night at OVDJ Summerfest.
How'd that go?
Fucking awesome. They had me opening. I was nervous, but I did well. What up, Abigail?
Fucking A. Fist bump, brother. Fucking A. You know how we do it. What are you doing? Well, I mean, I'm right next to you, bro. We're sitting next to each other. No one knows this. Our lighting's weird.
What's horrible, bro, is like it's all opposite.
Right? It throws me off every time.
It's all fucking backwards, dude. But no, it was beautiful. However, I didn't stick to my set list. I just threw it. I did a full-on Robin Williams because at
You
first,
play Freebird, no one gives a fuck.
well, there was when I got on stage at first, there wasn't really anybody up front to watch, so I was
Right.
walking around.
Oh, you were pulling people in then.
Yeah, I was pulling people in, and I covered a lot of taboo topics, but nobody was offended that I know of, and we all had a good time, so that's positive. That's where I get nervous about doing events like that sometimes, is because you never know. Because
Especially what happened like right as you were doing your event, dude. Like shit got tense.
I didn't even know about the whole Donald Trump thing until after I left the stage.
Right?
I
Like
had
I thought, man,
right after I was done performing, I had a joke written already. And I was
before we knew what was happening, man, I was like, when I heard about that, I was like, man, Usenick almost killed at that show.
almost.
You're about that close. I'm going to help for that.
What up, Linda? No, I was at work earlier, and like people I work with have a great sense of humor. I'm like, have y'all seen Donald Trump's new piercing?
That's funny.
Oh, what up, Katie? I get it. National tragedies ain't something. Well, it's not really a tragedy. He didn't. People are acting like he got fucking like offed. He didn't. Like he lived.
Let me make this perfectly clear. I do not support violence towards anybody, but the fact this man lived, the event's over. How long before it becomes okay to joke about?
But the day of, because you want to be the first comedian to do it.
Now, if he would have actually died, then yeah, let's give it a couple weeks. But
day of.
Okay, you think way differently than I do, dude.
Well, the thing is, okay, I'm not saying that it happening is funny. I'm not condoning it happening. But the thing is the way I handle trauma, I want to be the first comedian to do it. I don't want to be known as the guy that didn't have balls to do it.
Yeah, I've been seeing other people talking about it too. Like, you know, everybody making jokes, everybody doing.
I don't condone it.
Exactly.
If it happened to Biden, I'd be making jokes too. I'd be saying, well, the bullet didn't hit him because he forgot it was coming towards him. Like, like I don't. Oh, damn. Just got done driving 4 12 hours in a row. That is crazy. Doing, sorry, 4 12-hour shifts. Jesus.
Oh, dude, that hurts me just hearing that.
She works, I think, in the medical field, which is a rough field. I got a lot of friends in it. But let's talk about the Trump thing since we brought it up. I don't like the man. But I would never condone violence against him. However, he can kiss my fucking pale ass and eat my dingleberries for this fucking Project 2025 shit. That's all I'm saying.
If I can't make fun of Trump, can I make fun of the shooter? Because you can tell he was from Pennsylvania because he fucking missed.
Bro, can I hate when people say he's the most hated president because he had an attempt. No, there was ones that succeeded. There was Abraham Lincoln. There was JFK. Which a friend of mine, he has a really good joke about, JFK's brother, I think it is, that's running, or what relation is he?
It's his nephew.
His nephew. And a friend of mine made a great point. Now, I'm not trying to steal a joke, but he brought up a good point. That Kennedy went to the hospital recently because he was having, I think, dizzy spells. Come to find out, he has a rare medical condition. He has a hole in the brain.
No different than the guys running it now.
Well, must run in the family because.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, friend of mine, Jack, told me that joke, and I'm not stealing your joke, Jack. Jack Rife is fucking hilarious, but I had to tell it because, I mean,
it's fitting.
I actually
fitting towards the situation.
I saw a meme today. It shows Donald Trump with like the blood coming out of his ear, and it says Claire's, come get your piercings. And I thought it was.
I saw one that made me laugh. WWE taught Donald Trump not to sell it.
Oh, he kind of reminds me of Mick Foley.
I sent you that fucking picture.
Are you familiar with Beetlejuice? I'm not going to show it due to copyright,
Yes.
but
Yes.
he was on Howard Stern a lot. Wait,
Yeah, I know him as the guy who got kabonked by Jeff Jarrett.
yeah, that too. But Beetlejuice was in Scary Movie 1. And there was and that scene kind of explains where my brain's at all times. It's that scene where Shorty gets his head cut open and Beetlejuice is in there dancing.
Oh shit. Okay. I remember
Yeah,
that scene.
that's me. Just my brain is just some little dude in there dancing, making nonsensical noise.
Man, I tell you what.
But I can't stress it enough, though. Like, I don't condone violence, but why can't we make jokes about tragedies without people getting too butthurt? Like, I get it. There's victims and shit. I totally get it. But if it was my family and somebody got hurt in my family, I would be upset, but I would not get mad at somebody for making a joke.
It depends in context too. Like we're not saying anything bad about anybody individually. We're just making fun of what happened. It's not like it's hard to explain. It's like trying to explain a magic trick without just showing you. It's hard for me to do.
And you asked how soon is it too soon to make a joke? And I see people still getting upset about 9/11 jokes. I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, true.
like
People just love being offended.
there's people graduating high school that wasn't alive during 9/11.
Dude, don't make me feel old. Don't make me feel old. Okay, I'm going to be 31 in like a week. I don't need to be old.
There are 20-year-olds that were not alive during September 11th. Think about that.
How did we start this podcast with that video and then lead into this?
Because it's us.
Yeah, true.
But speaking of, it's mental health Monday.
I can approve.
See, I found a gray hair the other day, bro.
My wife found mine in my eyebrows today.
Dude, you can't tell that I have gray hair though because I shave my balls. But let's
I like that. That was funny.
I actually do have gray hair. My dad pointed it out a while ago, and he's like, "You have gray hair." And like, considering like a lot of the males in my family are bald or balding,
I'll take it.
I'm thankful I made it to gray.
That's how I feel too. Because like I was telling my missus, I was like, I don't care if it turns gray. I don't care if it turns white. As long as it stays where it is, I'm good.
I ain't homophobic. I don't care if my hair is gray.
I'm completely just missed that joke, didn't I?
I'm not homophobic. I don't care if my hair is gray. It sounds like gay. It's whatever. My hair just came out of the closet.
Okay. You brought it back. I like that. Okay. So, yeah, we got just been a crazy few days, man. A stressful few days.
Have you written your act yet?
I have stories in my head, like lined up. Like I have a rough outline of my act, but I try not to write things down because I might be sitting there and something might just pop in my head and go, "All right, I should probably add that in there," or something will kind of inspire me and I'll just kind of go in a different direction than what I had planned anyway. So
what I've been doing, and that's why I asked you, is because I do similar, but another thing I add is I have this on my phone. It is
you were telling me.
It's notes, and you just keep your notes there, and you can literally go to like your jokes, and like you can start with whatever you have already planned. And if you start freezing or you're not sure what to say, you just look down and you just point a random story and you just go from there.
If there's one thing about D.A. Morris, I never freeze. I may get hot, but I never freeze.
No homo, but yeah. No homo, but yeah. D.A. Morris is like the man that ladies want and men want to be with, or something. No, that ain't how that goes. Is that what's the quote that who was it? Rick Rude.
Is I'm the one all the ladies want and all the men want to be.
Oh, not with. Okay.
Don't get me wrong. I'm sure there's some lovely men out there that want to be with me too. But
Don't call me out like that.
bro,
I don't like when you do that.
bro, I'm gonna be crashing on your couch. I don't need to be thinking like, okay, do I lock the door or do I freaking?
I ain't gonna do that. I'm just joking.
I know. Hey, we're good.
I find it weird though in today's society, and like I get it. Some people just take everything seriously, but like I used to be able to joke with friends like that. Now people take that shit seriously.
Me too.
And I'm like, I get it. Like you're worried, but I ain't like that unless you pay me $30.
It's $30 is $30.
Like,
It was $20, but inflation.
I don't understand the hate that OnlyFans girls get.
Because they're pretty.
Like I don't get it. People are like, sex work, you're a horrible. No, like sex work is work. If you don't like it, you don't have to pay for it.
Right. No one comes to your job and go, hey, quit flipping those fucking hamburgers.
Hey, nowadays they don't flip them. They have that grill that like is. Have you seen that? Have you seen
I
that?
haven't.
At McDonald's uses them. It's like a fucking like you put the burger on and it's like a press. It's like a foreman kind of thing.
Right.
Like,
okay.
And like the burgers are done in like fucking seconds, dude. That's why your food's done so quick.
How they don't put an M in the patties, I'll never know. Like it's marketing 101.
They do put the M in the McMuffin. They have an M.
You call me a muffin? No.
Yeah, they have an M on their muff. That's what it stands for.
No, that's true. Yeah, no, you're right on that. So what? Like it won't be long you'll see them do that in their patties. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really hungry tonight, so I'm just munching on popcorn.
I feel bad because I'm not really mentally myself today, but I'm still doing the podcast because I'm not going to let my mental state prevent me from doing the podcast, which is kind of why I decided to do it today and not cancel, is because it is, for many podcasts, Mental Health Monday. And I have been suffering mentally, but I pushed through, and I did the festival, which was great. I was actually invited to come back to one of their events. It's not announced yet, so I'm not going to put that out there. But I'm also going to be doing Rick Lay's event, so the wheels keep turning in the creative mind of Mike. And I don't know when I'm going on stage or anything like that. I don't know when all the acts are. So I know we start at 6, you said?
7 from
7?
what the poster says.
Okay.
But I don't know if they're opening with music first or what. So I don't know.
They're
probably going to do music.
The festival was kind of weird that I was at because typically we open with music, but I actually ended up opening the show and then Council went on, which was cool. I like the change of pace.
Yeah.
I love it. That's my first time opening the show though, which was a great challenge for me because typically lately what I've been doing is I've been writing what's going on in the show and then I go on stage and I like make a comment about what all has happened. So it's interesting to not have that. I'll
tell you the same thing they told me at my wrestling training. 1 second. Wind that down a bit, please. My kid's watching TV.
Hey, Roo.
So, Roo. Black sheep. So anyways, I'll tell you the same thing they told me whenever I started training. When you are the curtain jerker, the opener, the pre-show, whatever the case may be, you're setting the pace. It is your job to kind of wake them up a little bit and get them into what's going to happen with the rest of the show. Now, you're not going to go out there and like burn the place down, first match, one match, everybody fuck them if they got to top it, whatever, but you do set the pace. And it's the same thing when you do performances like that. You're setting the mood for the band and everything.
It's very interesting, and people don't talk about it enough. It's fun, but it's very challenging in a good way to open a show or be at a show where you're the only comedian. It's all music.
I will be back 1 second. I have the TV so loud in the other room.
Like, it's a good kind of weird when you're like performing comedy at an event that is mostly music because you have to figure out exactly what to joke about. or what to talk about. And what I learned is whatever you want to do it, because the right people will accept you. I was worried. I was worried about offending people. I was worried about, not being appropriate enough. Because when you're a comedian, people expect comedy going into a comedy show. But if they're going into a festival with just music, it's harder to read the crowd because they're not expecting it.
Right. Like I understand because MVP wrestling, we're going against a bouncy house and free snow cones and shit. Like we got a challenge in front of us.
But it's weird
Ooh.
because it was my friends that was in the crowd, so it wasn't that challenging. But I can
There you go.
I can only imagine doing it at a full blown. Like I've seen comedians open metal shows, dude.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
And it's got to be challenging. I saw Jim Brewer do it, and that guy's a legendary comedian, in my opinion. And I saw him one time. I wouldn't say he bombed, but he wasn't doing as amazing as he would at a comedy show.
Yeah, because it's also knowing your audience too. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like you said, there was a lot of people there you knew, so you kind of had a feel for what the audience was going to like.
Even then, because I do know I have some friends that don't have the same type of comedy I do, which I respect them still, but
right.
I'm also not going to lose myself trying to please everyone. So you got to find the perfect balance.
True. Very true.
Like
and that's with any kind of performance.
Like there was a guy in the crowd I was kind of toying with a little bit to see what kind of jokes he can handle. Because I was talking to this guy in the crowd and I'm like, okay, he's cool. So I'm like, I like my jokes like I like my people dark. And he fucking and it was a black gentleman and he just fucking died laughing.
That's funny. That's a funny one.
Like, that's how I like my comedy. And,
right.
And you got to set the mood, but you also have to make it known that you're not doing it in a hateful way.
Right.
People get it wrong. Some people take comedians out of context and try to use it against them. You can't just quote a comedian.
No, you have to have you got to have a whole idea. Like, what was the setup? Well, you can't just take one part of the joke and be like, but you don't know what else was said. Yeah. You don't know the context, like you said.
Like they've tried to do with like Dave Chappelle and them. Like you can't.
Yeah, Dave Chappelle's a genius, by the way. He really is.
He is. Even if I don't agree with the message he's portraying, the joke he told is amazing delivery.
Yes.
Like his joke he did about Jim Carrey as Andy Kaufman. Like I support transgender people 100%, but not everybody. Nobody's off limits when it comes to comedy. And that joke he told was fucking hilarious.
Absolutely. That's what I mean. Like, sorry, I'm also a little before I came on, so my brain's
you did a little. Like, you did a little.
No, I didn't get booked on a wrestling show.
I heard that's how Sunny got her job on.
I can guarantee you that's how Waller got pushed.
I heard that about Sunny, the whole Sunny days.
Whether that was or wasn't, either way, all I know is I've had some stormy nights.
Dude, I'll be honest. I'll be honest. Sunny was fucking hot back in the day.
Not my type.
Like she turned out to be fucking. She had all kinds of problems, but who knows what kind of trauma she had too? Because you saw what happened to Vince.
That's true. And we don't know what happened behind closed doors. I'm just saying, personal taste, not my type. I never liked the cheerleader. I'm more goth tomboy as fucking punk rock kind of shit.
I'm weird because when I was younger, I liked the cheerleader type. Now that I'm older, clearly I like the like goth, emo, alternative kind of girls, but I still go for the blondes. Like I don't really judge based on that. I judge based on like the way they present themselves, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Because it like, and here's the secret, ladies. Get in close, because you're going to want to hear this. Because I'm not allowed to talk about this, ladies. Come on. Us guys, it's about your personality, not the size of your boobs.
And guys, come close, because women aren't allowed to say this either. It's all about your personality, not the size of your ego or dick.
Now I know that's a lie because my wife is no.
I bet you
I
have
can't finish that sentence. I can't finish that.
Your dick's so big it gave you palsy. Sorry.
I just fucking, oh my god, I almost spit up pot fucking everywhere, dude.
Sorry, dude.
That was good. That was fucking good.
Fucking took everything out of your body just to fuel that fucking hog.
You know, a lot of people, you know who could tell you that is Tyler Grayson, because a lot of people said I fucked him out of the last appearance he had at the World Cup.
You just
Fucking Tyler Grayson.
You know what I find weird about wrestling though? Hold on. I mean,
Besides the grown men in tights,
a good personality is real good as a friend, but wouldn't you want a good personality dating? Because, okay, I'm going to address the elephant in the room because I have a lot of female friends.
There's an elephant?
Not hating on anybody because love is love. But I've seen a lot of people in very toxic situations because they chose looks or whatever over a good personality.
I can honestly say my wife's with me because she's even admitted because I treated her right and I make her laugh. And we have a good time together. That's what she likes about me.
I was told recently, dude, that like making women laugh, their clothes fall off. And that happens a lot in the comedy world. Like you make people laugh. And I also was told recently a weird compliment. And you can tell me, have you gotten a weird compliment?
Depends on what you're talking about, I guess.
I want a woman that wants me for my money and is bad with math.
The problem is, Rue, your wife is really good with money and is great at math, and you're going, whoop your ass, and she sees that comment.
So, by weird...
She's the real boss. Everyone knows that.
By weird compliment, a friend of mine who is a lesbian, she's with a woman, she said that you're a very nice guy, you're attractive. And I'm like, I get hit on by lesbians a lot. And she's like, that's because you have big dyke energy. What is that?
Hey, if that's how it works, then you're only a step and a stone away from figuring out the secrets to the universe, my friend.
Dude, I get hit on more by lesbians, gay men, and straight men than I do straight women. Those are three people that I have no chance of having sex with.
See, a lot of people don't realize this. I have a lot in common with lesbians. I want women too, but they don't want nothing to do with me either.
So I have BDE, bro. I have big dyke energy. I'm getting that on a shirt.
Yeah. Do not wear that to the family-friendly show.
No, I'm going to be wearing a shirt that says I identify as a lesbian. That's the one I'm wearing to family events.
I don't even know where we got on this one. My brain is here, there, and everywhere right now. I'm just like...
You know how we end up on these topics?
Because we're fucking weirdos, bro.
Autism. What the fuck? Where did that come from? I just got like flashed. See, I like comic books, but I didn't mean that kind of flash. Like, God damn, bro. Oh, are you seeing the new Deadpool movie coming out?
I have plans on it, yes.
I'm seeing it on the 30th. I'm going with a friend of mine.
I think me and my brother are supposed to be seeing it the 26th, but I'm not 100% sure when, like times and stuff like that. But the plan is we're going to go see it.
They made the Wolverine suit fucking...
I saw. And it's supposed to be, motherfuckers. It's supposed to be.
I am loving that.
Like, I've been purposely avoiding trailers because I don't want to know too much.
Well, the thing with Deadpool trailers is if you've been paying attention to the last few movies, their trailers are usually scenes that aren't even in the fucking movie half the time.
Sometimes, yeah. But the point being is there's a lot of, I've seen like on YouTube and stuff, people are like, oh, breaking down the trailer. And I'm like, guys, I already know too much. All I know is it's going to be Deadpool and Wolverine and multiverse craziness. That's all I need to know.
Did you see the commercial they released for Deadpool 2 that had him like he was running to save somebody? He went into like a telephone booth and he's like, where the fuck did I find one of these in like 2020 or 2019 or whatever year it was? And he starts changing and you see his ass just like hit the fucking and then you hear a gunshot and he's like, oh, he took too long. And he leaves the telephone booth and Stan Lee's out there and he's like, you're too late. And he's like, zip it, Stan Lee.
Yeah, the joke, everybody's like, that was Peter's uncle.
That's fucked. They need to do a Spider-Man Deadpool movie because
there's talks. There's talks.
Have you read
I want to see it. I know of the comics. I know certain stories, but I can't say I've ever read them.
You need to. They are fucking hilarious.
Oh, Deadpool's one of my favorite characters. And I'll admit, I liked Deadpool, but then when I saw the Ryan Reynolds movie, I liked him even more because I've never seen such a perfect adaptation of what a character was to a movie.
Hey, bro.
So,
how about I introduce you to this book you need to get eventually, but the Bible of Deadpool. It's every single origin comic book in one.
Yeah.
It includes all of his like X-Men, X-Force comics, the Deadpool comics. Like it's literally all of his origin stories.
I did watch a audio drama on Deadpool versus Deadpool.
That was good. Deadpool versus Deadpool.
Yeah.
They also did it's not canon, but it's Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe.
Seen it. Excuse me. So I'm dyslexic. Reading is very difficult for me. So a lot of the audio comics, motion comics, and stuff like that is what I like to do to keep up with like a lot of lore and stories and stuff like that. So I might not physically read them, but I do know the stories.
That's fair, dude. That's just as good as reading, dude, because audiobook and all that shit, man. I'm not dyslexic. It's just I used to love to sit down and read, but like anymore, like I'll be very fascinated in a book and I'll be reading, and then randomly my brain will be like, oh, I'm done. Even though I still enjoy reading it, it's just I clocked out. Like I can't read it anymore. So I got to do audiobooks too. So there's no shame in that, bro.
Especially for some reason, they're like, I love listening to like creepypastas and stuff when I go to bed. It's weird.
You want to see?
You think they give me nightmares?
You want to see
my favorite? Hold up, like legitimately one of my favorite stories to listen to at bedtime, and this is going to sound weird: The Call of Cthulhu.
Oh, nice. I don't think I've read that.
You've never read The Call of Cthulhu?
I've heard of it. I've had people talk to me about it, but I've never sat down and listened to it.
Dude, it is such a good story. H.P. Lovecraft's whole Cthulhu mythos is fascinating, but at the same time horrifying because do you understand the concept? Have you ever heard the term Cthulhu mythos or anything?
Cthulhu, yes, I know of Cthulhu. I just haven't read. Hell, ain't there like a religion based on Cthulhu?
Well, in the stories, there's cults and stuff like that. So there is religious basings in certain stories. Basically, the whole idea of creatures older than time and that men can't comprehend them without going insane. Like, it's crazy shit. It really is.
Because I know there are some people, like not like in a serious sense, but there's some people that like wear the H.P. Lovecraft stuff and kind of like pretend like it's a religion or whatever, or talk.
Like you can buy the Necronomicon in bookstores. I've seen it. It's a book.
You said that you like audiobooks, right?
Yes.
I have one for you. I do not own the rights to this, so I do not want my shit taken down, but I'm going to play this video. This is the best audiobook ever.
Audible.com presents 50 Shades of Grey, the erotic best-selling novel read by Gilbert Gottfried.
My inner goddess has stopped dancing and is staring too, open-mouthed and drooling slightly.
Hear it the way it was meant to be heard.
Have you seen
Keep
this shit?
still, he orders, and slowly he inserts his thumb inside me, rotating it around and around, stroking the front wall of my vagina.
All right.
I wasn't expecting that. I was not expecting that.
I was hoping he did the whole thing. I got a better one.
Like it was legit.
I got a better one. Since you don't like that one, let's do this one.
I didn't say I didn't like it. I just was dying laughing. I couldn't breathe.
Okay, you're gonna really die at this one.
I'm scared. Help me.
I'm a sadist, Anna. I like to whip little brown-haired girls like you because you all look like the crack whore, my birth mother. He runs a hand through his hair and almost smiles, but instead sighs ruefully. I'm talking about the heavy shit, Anastasia. You should see what I can do with a cane or a cat. The hell's he gonna do? Have sex with a cat? Well, I mean, look, there's pussy, and then there's fucking a cat. There's some sick people in this world. I cannot honestly believe that people read this crap. Do you want a regular, vanilla relationship with no kinky fuckery at all? My mouth drops open. Kinky fuckery? I squeak. My inner goddess is down on bended knee, with hands clasped in supplication, begging me. I like your kinky fuckery, I whisper. More like bullshit douchery. We never used such terms when I was young. Listen, I made creative names for sex. You ever done a ham sandwich? Well, all right, I'll tell you. Get yourself 2 slices of ham, honey baked, and then a little thing of coleslaw, okay? And then you put some coleslaw on your finger, and then you shove that up your what's that? All right, let's move
What's
on.
that?
With his eyes wide and full of fear. Gently.
What?
You ever have a ham sandwich?
You take a ham sandwich and then you take some coleslaw and then you stick it up your what's that?
I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Fuck. Did you ever see that video that's floating around? It's talking about Frank Zappa. It's an interview from the 80s, the late 80s. And he's talking a warning about our government becoming a fascist theocracy.
Oh, give me a second. I still can't breathe.
You're good. That is actually my favorite version of 50 Shades of Grey, not the Gilbert. The fucking, oh my. Just fucking.
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
You're good? You ready for the next one?
Oh, God.
Okay.
People save me, please. Why do I agree to do this podcast?
This one's great.
So this is just an interview for the newspaper. I just have a couple of questions.
Mr. Gray will see you now.
What was he like? He was polite,
Good morning.
intense.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. I want to have them answered immediately. First, I would like to just get to know you.
There's really not much to know about me. Look at me.
No. No, Arnold, no. If it was made in the 90s.
Talk to the hand. What is this fucking type bullshit?
What is this fucking bullshit?
I don't fucking tight bullshit.
My dreams. I always sleep on the floor. You are mine now. You belong to me. You like
Put
this?
my cookie down.
You like discipline. It's great, dude. Fucking. I'd watch it.
You don't understand.
Right?
Me either.
That's fucking golden. Look who it is.
You should.
Today we're going to play a new fun.
Pink's here. We was just watching 50 Shades of Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, this is perfect. Hey, Pink.
Hey,
Hi,
how's
down
it
there.
going?
What's it going?
You still living in Canada?
Yes.
I'm
Can I
sorry.
crash on your couch?
It's a half decent place to live.
Can I crash on your couch?
Usenick
Can
almost
you?
killed at his comedy show, and now he needs to get out of the country.
Yeah, I did great. So good at my comedy show. I got to get out of the country. Do you have an available room?
I don't really have a couch. I have a chaise lounge and a love seat.
That works.
Yeah.
Do you have a
They're small.
refrigerator?
I do.
Okay, well, just turn that sideways and unplug it in the winter so he's not too cold.
Right. Okay.
Did you know in West Virginia, it's illegal to sleep on your freezer outside?
Really?
Okay.
I don't make the laws. However, you can fuck animals. Figure that out.
Oh, speaking of animals, Usenick, did you happen to hear that lovely Muppets cover I sent you the other day?
Yes, I did. She's hilarious.
Do you think we should play it for Pink just so that she understands our conversation?
Yeah, sure. Could you tell me what you typed in to find it so I find it quick?
All right, just look up Snoop Dogg Kermit. It's a channel I'm sub to. Yeah, okay, yeah, we can. I can tell.
There it is.
My mind on my money on my mind.
That's funny.
Sipping on gin and juice.
Right.
With so much drama in the LBC, it's hard being Snoop F-R-O-G-G.
Snoop Dogg.
Raise off these nuts, 'cause you get none of these. I roll through the frog pond, feel the breeze. It's 2 in the morning and the party's still jumping while you motherfuckers bounce to this.
That's so funny.
Hoes and bitches and hoes, chronic and Tanqueray. Ease up, hose down, as we're rolling through town. Funky ash every single day. Got piggies in the living room getting it on. Ain't leaving till 6 in the morn. Got a pocket full of rubbers and my homeboys do too. So let's smoke and ounce to this.
I got a question about that song. Fair question. Why do you need a pocket of rubbers to smoke with your homies?
That's not the Snoop Dogg. I don't know. Or Snoop Frog. I'm sorry.
Snoop Frog.
What'd you think, Pink?
It was a masterpiece.
You're a masterpiece.
I found them on TikTok and then found them on YouTube later, and they do all sorts of covers like that. Usenick, do you remember that one I played you for? It was, what was it? It was Ozzy Osbourne's War Pigs, but it was Country Roads. Same guys.
Yeah. I ruined it. They actually are very similar to Wax Audio. Ever listen to Wax Audio?
No, I don't think I have.
Wax Audio, they blend two songs. Like they have one called Thunder.
Oh, I've heard stuff like that, yeah.
Oh, Rock Sugar does that.
Rock Sugar. That sounds like a way to like a nickname for cocaine.
Sounds like a drug. Yeah.
Oh, they're so good.
Usenick, you got the Rock Sugar, brother?
Yeah, you got that Motley Crue.
Yeah, Rock Sugar, brother.
I don't think anybody does Rock Sugar anymore, Pink. I think that's something that
Hold up.
Did you see the new piercing our president got?
Yes.
Or our former president, sorry.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna get it gauged. I don't know.
Fair. Why wouldn't
Who
you?
said anything
If
about
you
rock
start
sugar?
off that big, you
Jeez.
might as well go big
Jesus.
or go home.
He's ready for his wrestling match. He's
No, it's flour, guys. I'm just making it.
You look like you wrestled for ECW.
It's
Dude, that was a
flour.
really
I
good
swear to
New
God, it's flour. It was a joke. It was a joke.
That was a good New Jack impersonation. Yeah, epic rap battles of history is fucking amazing.
Oh, big time. Oh, I got flour on my nose.
Yeah, dude.
Sure you did.
Yeah, I'm sure that was flour.
Well, 100%. Why do you think I'm so happy?
Thank you, Abigail. You are amazing, sweetheart. Here soon. I am going to try to get this podcast also on Meet Me or have it on Twitch so that we can start getting people to tip.
Dude, you need to open this as a restaurant where people can come watch it and call it Eat Me.
There you go.
Eat Me. No, that's Pink's new show.
Ah!
Instead of saying suck it, if you're a woman, you should say lick it.
Right.
Now, just real quick, I'm just curious. Pink, if you happen to end up in a lesbian relationship with the artist known as Pink, is that Pink on Pink?
Yes. Pink and pink.
Pink on Pink.
You missed the conversation earlier,
okay.
Pink. I received a very weird compliment recently.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I asked a friend of mine, she's a lesbian. And I'm like, why do I always get hit on by lesbians? And she's like, because you have big dyke energy. What the fuck's that mean?
Yeah, I could see that.
What's that mean? Like, nobody would fucking tell me. Like, do I look like I have a big strap on under my neck? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, like you have your dick and then you have a strap on top of it.
You have weird fantasies, Pink.
I'm so happy that I use headphones when I do this podcast because I don't need my family hearing this shit.
Pink and pink, see?
Pink and pink with pink sock in the morning.
Yeah.
This is Pink Stock in the morning. Wake the fuck up! What?
Do you know Pink got her nickname Pink Monarch?
No.
That's her mom's nickname for Pink's vagina.
My mom calls your vagina your little butterfly. And my hair has always been pink or pink and purple kind of mixture. And so I was like, Pink Monarchs, because I have them tattooed all over me.
See,
okay, I can do that.
All over you. You should get a tattoo of a pussy butterfly.
I see a puppy.
That'd be kind of amazing.
How dedicated are you to your religion? Are you going to get the flying spaghetti monster tattooed on you eventually?
I wish. That'd be
Why not?
amazing. The little meatball eyes.
Why can't you?
Yeah.
I can't get tattooed anymore.
Oh, because of your condition?
Oh.
I forgot.
You think we're dick.
Well, I'm going to give you tattoo ideas for when you get a new one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good.
Right on the forehead. It's going to say Pink Stock Podcast.
Yeah. I'll be your top promoter.
And then we cancel it the day after.
Yeah, my luck.
Have you ever seen people who do that? They'll advertise, like businesses will pay certain people to get their logos and stuff tattooed on them.
Yeah.
I'm like, my body's not that much of a corporate shill, bro.
You know what's weird?
I'm not a NASCAR. You can't just slap a logo on me.
You know what's weird? There's this band. There's this band. I forget their name, but it was DJ Ashba and James Michael. And I don't know if you know who they are, but they're the singer and guitarist of 6 a.m. They were forming their own band without Nikki. Well, people were getting tattoos of the band that don't even have music yet tattooed on them. And then the band never happened.
Oh,
gee.
They Milli Vanilli'd it. They're like,
oh, Milli Vanilli, she went there.
Right?
Dude, I would love to see Milli Vanilli live, kind of. Did you see that, like, they interviewed the guy that's still alive that was in Milli Vanilli, and he can actually sing?
Oh, really?
They just didn't want him to because
So we can blame it on the other guy?
He didn't speak much English.
Oh, yeah.
There were two guys that barely spoke English that were just miming other people singing. And they actually finally found, there's a whole documentary about it, the actual people singing. And there was like,
I did hear about that.
There's like 7 different people.
Fun fact, that's how I do stand-up.
Could you imagine stand-up comedy? Dude, that would be fucking brutal. Like, that'd be more complicated than actually doing stand-up.
Yeah, I would think so. Because it'd be like...
Could you imagine fucking crowd work with Milli Vanilli fucking Prue? Look at this guy over here. Like, just fucking...
You're pointing... This dude right here, you're pointing at a woman? Shit. Okay, over here.
You know how weird it would be if, like, in comedy, if we still spoke like we did in the 40s? Like, hey, look at this guy over here. Like, that wouldn't be funny. It would be...
You're laughing your ass off, though.
No, but
hey, what are you talking about? We're going to make a pie. We're going to get the girls. We're going to tell them all the jokes. You know, we're going to slice them up like cheese.
Like cheese?
Did you ever see that comedian?
Slice them up like cheese.
Did you ever see that comedian when he discussed the last time we spoke like that as people? It was when, what's his name? Jackie Robinson. He was the first black baseball player. He got up to the pitch and they're like, and everybody else had nicknames. And the guy's like, we got young Jackie Robinson up to the plate. There's no way he's going to win. And he hits the ball and they're like, it's a home run. Like, he knocked the white right out of us.
That's funny.
Yeah, I saw a comedian talk about that shit. And like, that's fucking true. Watch the footage.
All right. I got a fun little game to play. Usenick, you might know this. So, have you ever heard the name, like your movie star name is if you take your dog's name and the street you live on, and that's your movie star name?
That's a good way to fucking have somebody stalk you. And I'm just kidding. Your pet's, you said your pet's name and the street you live on?
Yeah. So, like, let's say you live on Martin Luther King Boulevard or something like that, and your dog's name is Fluffy. Put 2 and 2 together. Your name would be Fluffy Boulevard or Fluffy King Boulevard or something.
Mine would be Bear Market.
That sounds like a certain district in certain areas.
I would be Kevin Adelaide.
Oh, damn.
Which one would be your pet's name? Kevin?
Kevin.
Yeah.
Who names her fucking dog Kevin?
That's what I thought, bro. It's fucking hilarious to hear her scream Kevin. She said, Kevin, quit pissing on the rug.
Yeah.
The neighbors come over and say, is your boyfriend special needs, ma'am? Because you keep yelling at him not to shit in the corner.
Like, leave Scrappy out of this. I'm talking about my dog, Kevin.
Just wait till other dogs, Chris and Mark. And I'm just kidding.
So if we're going by like the dog I had when I was a kid, my name would be Astro 2nd Avenue.
If we're going with kid ones, like from dogs when we had a kid and where we lived when we were a kid, then I'd be Shadow Park.
Damn.
That's not a bad name either.
You guys have cool ass names. Mine sounds like a gay bar.
Yeah.
Well, my current one would be friggin' Alley Pancake 2nd Avenue.
Mine would be if it was my older dog and my current, because my address has been the same for like many years. It would have been Buddy Market, and that sounds like a 1960s film star. Buddy Market.
That doesn't sound. I would buy that as a film star, legit. That's kind of that's good. I've heard that name would work like fucking motherfucker.
No, when I was a kid, though, it'd be Princess First Street. That don't sound.
Oh, perfect. First. I'll make sure when you walk me to the ring to announce you as Princess First Street.
Manager of D.A. Morris, Princess First Street.
And she's a bit horny because once you see the mask he's gonna wear.
Yeah, fuck. Imagine this name, Princess First Street. Give me a second. Let me get it.
He's gonna actually try. It's gonna be.
I'm Princess First Street, dude.
As Vince McMahon would say, that's good shit, pal. I could shit right on your head, pal. That's good shit.
I think that man, on purpose, came up with the dumbest gimmicks ever.
Oh yeah, just make himself laugh, and there's plenty of stories like that.
You're gonna be a parole officer, and you're gonna wrestle a prisoner.
Okay, wait a minute, time out. I pitched a gimmick like that to somebody when they were training. Dude had a long red beard tattooed. I was like, you're a prison inmate and someone owns you, like had your paperwork and stuff, has to sign off for you to get parole. But to do so, you have to listen to him.
And then he has to fight him in a ladder match for his freedom.
Like, yeah, the manager treats him like shit, but he can't do nothing about it because if you don't sign the papers, you ain't going nowhere.
You know what was the
I think we're good.
You know, in my opinion, the best worst storyline ever was
anything involving me.
No, that was
all right.
I didn't mean it.
You have my permission to show the bra video. Just so Pig knows what we're talking about. You have my permission.
Okay. Let me find it again because it's buried in our messages. But DA almost his dad almost disowned him. Because
he was not very happy with me, I'll say that much for sure. Like I asked him about this and he's like, dude, I almost came back here and ripped you a new one. What the fuck were you thinking? I'm like,
your name back in was David Marbell?
Yeah, that's the different life, different name, different reasons.
Damn, dude. Are you bipolar? I'm just kidding.
No, multiple voices.
That's your shit. Without a beard's weird. He's wearing a fucking bra.
Yeah. Good color. Just put the shirt back on you.
The things you do for a hot dog and a handshake.
Now, let me tell you the story behind that moment. I was a manager at the time. I was not an in-ring competitor. I was the guy who stood at ringside. Well, we're talking over this match, and guys show up and go, hey, we think it'd be funny if you did this. And I go, I ain't doing that. And they're like, well, you didn't say no when we were in the group chat because I wasn't paying attention to the group chat.
Yeah.
So it took 5 people to talk me into this deal, and I said, screw it, it'll be memorable. So I did it. Everybody saw it. I get backstage. The locker room was not informed that I was doing this. So people literally are just watching me walk back to the curtain, full pink bra, just like, what's up? Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
That was funny.
Two guys had to ask my brother if that's how I was in real life or if that was just a gimmick.
Oh, no.
So that kind of reminds me of this story I have for you, if you don't mind me sharing. This kid that I went to school with, he was kind of heavy set at the time. I don't know about now. I haven't seen him in a while, but he was heavy set, and he decided to wear a bra to gym class. And the gym teacher told him to take it off, but he was heavy. He couldn't reach. So he had to have the gym teacher help him take his bra off.
And now the gym teacher's on a list.
Yeah, he might be on a list. But he had to walk down the fucking hall in front of all the classmates when class was letting out, carrying this bra to the fucking office.
That's terrible.
It is. I shouldn't be laughing. I really shouldn't be laughing. But this was how long ago?
It was 2009, 8, 7.
Okay. It's been like 15, 20 years. I can laugh about it. It's fine.
You can
laugh. Fair. I just hope that they didn't hurt themselves after.
Oh, yeah.
No, they didn't. They're the ones that put the bra on. It was a joke.
Oh, okay. I thought it was because they were heavy set, so they were trying to contain their shit.
We had a kid one time in my gym class. I had a very bad, really weird school. This kid decided as a prank to wear shorty shorts to gym class and take a Viagra.
Oh.
And he was well endowed.
That is a line. And by the way, Viagra makes your dick a lie. So no, he's not.
He was running, and it was.
Oh, jeez.
I'm so happy I didn't go to your school, bro.
As the punishment, because normally if you get punished, you have to do like push-ups or be in the push-up position for a long period of time. And they told this kid to get in the push-up position to the count of 20. It's like, look, no hands.
So he was the guy in the opening video you played.
Yes. You missed that, Pink. There was an opening video I played where it says like women with autism versus men, and it shows the man and he's walking and he has this big old pole in his junk and he bashes it off of a.
Oh.
How are you doing, Pink? It's been a while. I know you're going through some stuff. I was just making sure how you're doing. It is Mental Health Monday after all.
I'm okay. I have appointments at the Wazoo this week on top of my dialysis, so that sucks. But
Your poor Wazoo.
Wait, what?
Your poor Wazoo.
Your poor Wazoo.
My poor Wazoo, right? It's like, oh no, it shouldn't come out of there. But yeah, so I have surgery next Tuesday to get another one of these things, but in my belly. So then I can do a different kind of dialysis that you can do from home.
Oh, that's good. That
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll be able to do it from home and I'll be able to travel.
So everybody listening to this podcast, you better be praying for this lady or praying to whatever God you believe in, or me and that guy right there are going to come to your house. We know where you live. We know who's watching. We will come there.
Either pray to your god or goddess or just positive vibes.
Eat some noodles for me.
Yeah, send noodles.
Ramen.
We're gonna show up. You're gonna pull out a shotgun, and then I'm gonna leave you, Snick.
So
because I will live.
Pink, do you think there's actually people out there that do pray to the flying spaghetti monster? Like have a shrine and shit for it?
Probably. Like I know that there is someone in Australia who fought to have their colander on their head for their driver's license, and they ended up winning because it's a religion. And
so they're kind of doing what the Satanic Temple's doing, but in like different.
Yeah, just in a funner, more lighthearted way, but they still like it's just about including everyone. And
well, that's what the Temple's doing.
Being a good person.
Lighthearted.
I got a fucked up joke.
Good.
It just hit me, and I apologize to anybody because I can't control what I find
Brown.
funny.
It just hit you. Good.
So Trump, everybody's saying, "Oh, Trump's a godly man. Trump's a godly man." Yeah, if things would have gone right the other day, he would have been very holy.
Oh, that's good.
There you go.
That's good. That was fucked.
Yeah.
God, this won't be able to air. I'm just kidding.
You can now go to Usenick OnlyFans.
Right?
I don't know, man. Like, part of me feels, and I'm not saying one way or another, but part of me feels that seemed kind of staged.
What?
The fact that this dude had an AR on top of a building, was
surrounded by people,
and was aiming
nobody said something,
but didn't shoot the president. He shot a guy in the audience.
Yeah.
Like, I think that seems kind of eerie.
And there's like footage of people talking about how they could see him crawling around on the roof and told police and nothing happened.
Well, allegedly.
Yeah, that's a lot too. Like, that is kind of weird.
Allegedly, there was a police officer on the roof. He had the gun pointed at the guy, and then he fell off the roof. I don't know how true that is.
Oh.
But how great would that be as a Ben and Teller sketch? Be like, all right, buddy, I got you. Oh, shit, my pants are falling down. Oh!
Almost. But
I
think it's weird that, like...
This is Kevin.
That is
He's a baby boy.
How old is
I love Pup.
He's 6. He'll be 7 in December.
Allie, come here, baby. I'm going to show you my dog if I can get her to jump up here. Come here.
Sure.
Get up here. Come on, baby. I know.
What's your dog's name?
Feral.
This is Allie.
Allie?
Yes, this is Allie.
That's my name.
Oh, shit. I swear I didn't know that.
You have to change
it.
I didn't name her. I wanted to name her Scoobette, but everybody was like, oh, Allie's so much cuter, which is messed up because our daughter's name starts with an A, the dog's name starts with an A, and we get them mixed up all the time.
Oh. How do you spell it?
I believe it's ALLIE. You're asking a dyslexic man how to spell a dog's name. I am freaking clueless. For all I know, there's a W in there somewhere. There she is. That's a good shot. Look at that.
Oh, what a pretty peppers.
She is a pit bull husky mix.
Okay.
And she's a black. And I love her.
Ears.
Oh, she's such a good dog.
Yeah.
Except when she's not. She's always a good dog. Daddy loves you. Now, I know you're barking at me because you're like, why are you holding me up? But I don't care. You're still adorable.
Here's one of my other dogs.
I need to find
Dobbs.
I need to find me someone that'll pet me like that and tell me that daddy loves me.
Dude, you can find yourself a good bitch, I promise you.
Yeah, there's a few out there that
keep the dog
I have this weird tendency, the women that I attract, dude, a lot of them are either in relationships or not available.
Okay, now you want to be on camera? You guys are just.
I love your dog. Like I feel bad. There's radio silence, but like.
She's so cute. Like it's hard to just keep the conversation going when there's a dog there because I'm like, oh, this is a bitty.
And then I see the in the background of your screen too.
Yeah, we can see him. Like I'm a big professional wrestler, tattooed, big beard. But you put me around a kitten or a puppy, I'm a bitch. I'm just
right.
I have this weird connection. I don't understand it, but I have this weird connection with dogs. Like, for instance, I had an ex whose dog hated men. And she was like, you might get attacked. And I'm like, whatever. So I told her, I'm like, just leave the room for a minute. Give me a second. She's like, okay. The dog was going nuts. Like the dog was acting like it was going to kill me. She comes back in the room about 5-10 minutes later. That dog's on my lap and I'm petting it.
Nice.
The thing is, people don't realize is you have to get to their level, make them comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if they have trauma. Because a lot of the time, if dogs don't like a certain sex, it's because that sex attacked them or treated them a certain way.
Yeah. Or hurt their owner.
Yeah. Or hurt their
owner. If you want to meet like a guy who loves his dogs, I'm going to tell this story because I'm sure J. Rue won't mind if he wants to tell the story. J. Rue, get on the Pink Sock podcast.
Come on.
So I'll tell this story. So he brought one of his older dogs to a venue that we were hosting a show at. And the guy who was the promoter had built this huge stage. And he was telling everybody, don't step over there on the stage because if you do, the stage will collapse. So we're all talking. And next thing we literally see 2 seconds. His dog is standing right where we were all told not to be.
Oh, no.
Boom! Big thing falls down. We're all freaking out. We all go running. The dog took a perfect flat back bump, rolled up, and went, I'm good.
Dude, that dog's a wrestler.
Yeah.
Right? It's a wrestler's dog, legitimately. And J. Rue's got the cutest. J. Rue has the cutest freaking puppies. When I was over at his house staying recently, this is how I am with dogs, especially if they're cute. She was trying to chew on my nose while I was sleeping. And I went, you're too cute. Here, chew on my finger. Just let me sleep. Just let me sleep.
Dude, I keep waking up to a fucking dog tongue up my fucking nose.
I get that a lot.
Yeah.
Me too.
It's the little dogs. Or they want to play while you're trying to sleep. I'm like,
Is it appropriate to yell at your dog when it's forcefully kissing your face that you do not consent?
No.
I don't think dogs care about consent.
No.
Because I've used the safe word on my dog multiple times and it never stopped.
I've had 2 dogs that have been racist.
You have a racist dog. Tell me about it.
I currently have a racist dog. So my old dog was racist because I came from a small town, and when I moved to the city, like when she was like 7 or 8, it was a big shock to her to see a black person or a dark person in general because she had only seen white people. And so when I brought her to the vet and there's a black vet assistant, he comes in and she's like, and she's like one of the nicest dogs ever. And it was like, oh my God. So then I bring one of my other dogs while I own this dog to the vet. And she goes a few times because she was young and getting things done. And on her 3rd vet appointment, I had Brody with me. And Brody looks at this man who comes in, and Josie has met multiple times. And she growls at him, and then Josie looks at him, and she growls at him. And ever since then, if she gets a black vet assistant, she is a cunt.
So you know what you need to do?
What?
If you know there's going to be a black vet assistant, you need to warn them ahead of time. But the way
Oh, yeah, they have it on the file. My dog's racist.
Please.
Yeah.
I don't know what to... And I'm from West Virginia, folks, and my dogs don't do that shit. Blame Canada
right?
for racist dogs.
Bro,
I don't know what it
Hank,
was.
you need to get your dog a little white hood.
No.
It's like, oh.
Sorry, my dog just got back from a meeting.
Dude, the only thing I can think of is that one scene from like I think it was Scary Movie 2, where the dude's doing the rap scene from 8 Mile, and he puts the hood up, and it's a pointy white hood.
Yeah, that was the 3rd one, I think.
Yeah, fucking, that's all. Anytime that's the only thing I think of for some reason.
Take down your hood. Yeah, we in the hood now. Did you see the deleted scene in that movie? They have a deleted scene in that movie that luckily never made it to the movie, because if it did, they would not be able to play that scene currently. It's a scene where before he goes on stage, he goes to the bathroom and he throws up on that guy, which is in the movie. Well, when he leaves from throwing up on that guy, standing in front of the mirror is Jared Fogle of Subway.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
He eats a whole sub at one time, and he's like, I've been cheating on my diet or some shit like that. And that
he's a child porn.
Yeah,
person.
he's in prison right now for being a chomo.
Yeah, for being a chomo.
Sorry, I didn't know if I could say that.
He likes his
This is the Pink Stock podcast. We can say whatever the fuck we want, you motherfuckers.
He likes his people like he likes his subs between 6 and 12.
That's fucked up. That is
fucked up.
And you wonder why he was always at the Kids' Choice Awards at Nickelodeon.
Yep, he was friends with Dan Schneider, wasn't he?
Yeah, but I was watching. Okay, so this is, you guys seen that docu-series? You know what I mean? Quite on set. Okay, so my daughter is watching SpongeBob right after I'd watched that, and it's the scene where they're in Sandy's dome and there's snow everywhere. They can't get out, and she's like calling him Dirty Dan, and they're fighting. I'm Dirty Dan. No, I'm Dirty Dan.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was like, no way. They just ruined my favorite freaking SpongeBob joke.
Yeah.
And also, dude, Dan Schneider's suing Quiet on Set now, apparently, because he said that they ruined his image and it's not true or whatever he's claiming, even though he released an apology video.
Yeah.
So you apologized, but it wasn't true. So what are you apologizing for?
I don't know if he's saying it's not true. I'm going to backpedal there. but he's saying something along the lines of, is that
defamation of character
was or whatever.
Yeah.
Which is weird because like okay, I hate when people are like, I'm a good person. I didn't hurt this person's feelings. It's not up to you to choose how another person interpreted you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's up to that person.
Yeah.
You don't decide if you're a good person or not in the eyes of other people.
Yeah. Your actions really make up that decision. Like it really does.
Or other people make up that opinion. Like, I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. And this is something I've had an argument, which I'm not going to mention any names because I don't want any shit or start any shit. I've heard like, oh yeah, this guy's a prick, but he's the nicest dude in the world. Well, it's like, well, if he was really the nicest dude in the world, he wouldn't be a prick.
Exactly. Yeah. He's overcompensating by being nice so that he can get away with being a prick. I'm not saying but
yeah. And I believe everybody has the potential to do good in their hearts and be good people and all that stuff. But there's certain lines once you do certain things, especially if you don't own what you've done and the mistakes you've done. Sorry, it's really hard for me to go, oh yeah, you're a good person now.
Fair.
You know what I mean?
It's just, I don't know. I just don't like when people overlook shitty behavior just because somebody does a little bit of good, I guess. I don't know. That's like the thing with Dan Schneider or even Jimmy Savile. I don't know if you're familiar with Jimmy Savile.
No.
He was a very famous British comedian that was
I know this. Yeah.
He was the guy that did Top of the Pops and all that shit. Well, he was like very profitable. So nobody really looked into anything that he did, even though he was reported multiple times doing horrible deeds. They overlooked it because he was very charitable. Well, when he died, they found out this man had sexually assaulted over like 500 kids.
Oh, wow.
Sick kid.
Yeah. And he helped run hospital for terminally ill kids.
Yeah.
That dude is fucking sick, and they let him get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There was people talking about it while he was alive, and they ignored it.
Yeah, say what you want about Michael Jackson, but at least people can't say, well, we have all the evidence in the world that everything he was accused of is right here. Proof.
I have a theory about Michael Jackson. I think he's I think he's 100% innocent of all those charges.
Yeah, me too.
But I don't want to get into why, because the why is still around, and I don't want to get sued. So I will discuss it with you guys after we go off the air.
Mm-hmm.
But I am wanting to cut this off soon because we have been on for an hour and 20 minutes.
And you're probably dying of heat stroke.
I'm not just dying of heat stroke. It's just I didn't sleep very good because if we're being honest, it is Mental Health Monday, so I'm going to be honest about everything. I had a mental breakdown last night, so I didn't really sleep.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Bro, I completely understand. Like, this week's been rough on me, too. How many of you talked me down from this week? So, like, I get it. It's been a rough one for a lot of us.
Things been rough, but I'll get there. But I'm going to get off of here, guys. Do you want to promote stuff?
Yeah, why not do a plug party?
All right, you go first.
All right. 1 second, let me stretch. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men, women, children of all ages, if you're of legal ages, because it's an adult podcast, so go back to the kiddie pool. July 24th, Mon Valley Pro Wrestling will be at the RL Strength and Conditioning public celebration, summer celebration at the Hidden Hill Event Center. Starts at 2 o'clock. There will be a free bouncy house, free haircut, snow cones, you name it, it's there, all wrapped up with a beautiful pro wrestling bow. And then once it gets dark, yours truly is going to be taking the mic in his return to stand-up, along with Mike Usenick, Jay Rue, and so many others. Oh, it is a show you ain't going to want to miss. Musical performances, stand-up comedy. You're going to laugh till you cry, and then you'll cry till you die. And that is a guarantee from the main effing man.
We have on the bill. I'm going to bring it up so that everybody knows.
Oh, yeah.
I should have probably had it up already, but I'm
where are my
slacking
glasses?
today, man.
Oh, you're good, bro. I just kind of threw something together. We're sorry, guys.
Oh, you're good. I just want to get all the names and stuff up. Where the fuck's it at? I had the flyer. Well, if I'm missing anybody, I truly apologize. I'm going to try to go off the top of my head. I know we have D.A. Morris, myself, Art Plug, Matt Cooper, Pork Chop, Jason Russo. We have, is Jackass returning?
I think I saw him on the poster.
I believe he's returning. I think it's similar to the same lineup as the last time.
Yeah.
We also have I feel bad because I'm not able to think right now because I didn't sleep. So I'm gonna miss a bunch of fucking names. But go, it's amazing. The council's gonna be there. The comedy is hosted by Billy Blaze.
And you get to party with me, the DAMORRIS, baby. D.A. Morris. What up?
Yeah, how about you, Pink? What do you want to promote? You got any dialysis coming up? No, I'm just kidding. Sorry.
Yeah, right. It's like watch me on TikTok while I talk about depressing things. But yeah,
I don't mean to laugh.
No, that's fine. If you want my TikTok, it's Pink Monarchs 13. So 13. And if you want my clapper, it's just Pink Monarchs.
I would love to get the clap with you. Wait, what?
Right? Why haven't we been on there lately?
I have no idea. To be honest with you, it's just, I guess my mental state's been rough. I'm not trying to make excuses, but I've been slacking in the department of releasing new content. But guys, I love you all, and as always, live long, rock hard.
All hail the black sheep.